Alright, guys. So, this is another Patreon request. I'm trying to knock out a lot on the list. And this one is another one sent by my good friend Chris, aka the Mount Vernon Kid. Chris, thank you once again for this Patreon request. And this one is as you can see, Megaman, the Cyborg 009 crossover. Yeah, this is going to be a fun one. So, as always, if you guys would like to have a Patreon request done, just hit the link below, head on over to my Patreon, where you guys can hit the third tier. That'll allow you access to all the stuff on Patreon, as well as send me requests for videos to do here on YouTube. But if you just want to check out the stuff on Patreon, just hit the second or first tier, and there you go. Anyway, so let's get started with the video. So this video begins with the Cyborgs getting news that somewhere in the Middle East, there's been robotic activity, and it's more or less connected to Black Ghost. So Cyborg 003 and 5 have been sent in, but 3 and 5 haven't reported in. So it's a little nerve-wracking that they were the first ones on reconnaissance and they haven't returned. So 006 and 009, those cyborgs, they go in and the others have to hold in case, something else goes horribly wrong. However, they get into the Middle East and they do discover that, yes, Black Ghost is responsible, and essentially what Black Ghost is trying to do is, destabilize the tenuous peace in the Middle East and more or less start like an arms race, but not a typical arms race. This arms race involves robots, and it's not the typical cyborgs as 06 and 09 discover. The robots they're using is a robot by the name of Cutman and Gutsman. So Wily's robots are working for Black Ghost. So they do battle, and it's like 09 is like, this is weird. Like, this is not right. Like, these aren't the typical Zero cyborgs we've faced before. And as they're fighting them, in comes Protoman. And Protoman just flies in, he takes them out, and proceeds to just, be like, meh, I'm the best. Fuck you guys. So they get beaten down, but they escape. But they don't know where 03 and 5 are. They believe now that Black Ghost has them, and they have to regroup with the other cyborgs. And they basically tell them, look, we ran into these other robots, but they're not like Black Ghost's other robots. They're a lot different. They actually go by names. They actually go by different names, like 06, not like 013 or something. It's more like they call themselves Gutsman and Cutman and all these other, and another one called Protoman. And the professor is just like, oh shit. So the professor explains that, hey, there was someone else who was working on robotics. There were 2 other people who were working on robotics, same as Black Ghost and I, and we were basically, we kind of traded notes here and there. But their robotics were much different. But it's kind of funny how the story ended, almost became the way it did, because Dr. Light and Dr. Wily separated. One wanted power, one wanted the betterment of mankind. So if Dr. Wily's robots are working with Black Ghost, then that means Dr. Wily is working. Dr. Wily is working for Black Ghost, and Wily lives up to his name. Plus, he's actually a genius. He may sound like a madman, but really he's actually a scientific genius. You guys need, we need extra help. So Professor calls Dr. Light, and Megaman is been notified of this. Meanwhile, back in Black Ghost's secret base, it is in fact that Dr. Wily is working for Black Ghost, and Black Ghost is like, you owe me, I did save your ass from nearly dying last time, so in case you need a reminder, you owe me for saving your life, and if it weren't for me, Mega Man would have killed you, or the authorities would have killed you. So you're gonna help me make, new and improved robots. But at the same time, I'm gonna upgrade your robots and give you a little help. I'll give you these. So 03 and 05 are revealed that yes, they were captured, and Wily plans on deconstructing them and learning about them to better strengthen his future robots. Now, meanwhile, Mega Man has been sent in, and Mega Man, when he meets the other cyborgs, he's like, "This is kind of cool. Hey guys, what's up? I'm Mega Man, and I know who you're up against. I've fought these guys. I've taken their powers before, and I can be of great help to you guys. I can definitely be of help for all of you." So Mega Man just shows off all of his abilities that he's taken from Shockman, Cutman, Gutsman. He shows off all oh god, I'm forgetting all the other names for the robots. But yeah, he shows off all the other abilities, and 06 is 09 is like, holy crap, this is really cool. Like, we had no idea that there were other robots like us out there. And he goes, well, I'm not like you. Light created me to be different from, to be a better, to be a robot to counteract Wily's robot overlords. So I wasn't made with the intention of being a, war machine like Black Ghost intended for all of you. I was built for something, I was built as a, as a counter to whatever Wily, creates. But yeah, so the remaining cyborgs and the others go back into the fray to save 03 and 05. Back with Black Ghost and Wily. Wily is already torturing and experimenting on 05 and 03. He's trying, Wily's trying to figure it out, but he's just like, this is actually, this is amazing. I can't do Scott McNeil's Dr. Wily voice, but he's like, this is amazing. This is circuitry that is beyond that, would take me ages to figure out. Fortunately, I have oodles and oodles of machinery and mechanics I couldn't even dream of to experiment on all of you. And with your help, I can actually improve my own robots to finally kill the shit out of Mega Man. But Black Ghost's base suddenly gets rocked with an explosion, and Black Ghost is like, oh, I knew they would show up at some point. So Black Ghost looks on the screen, and he sees that his forces are being attacked by the other cyborgs, and he's like, I knew they would show up at some point. I knew this was going to happen. And he's like, wait, who's the blue person? And Wily's like, blue? Let me look. Oh shit, we gotta go. And Black Ghost is like, really? This is who you called this is the one you call Mega Man? This is who you're scared of? Really? I don't understand why you are so afraid of this being. And Wily's like, you don't know what he's capable of. And he tells his robots, deal with him. Deal with him and the cyborgs. So the robots go to fight Mega Man, and Mega Man and the cyborgs are there to face them. They do battle with them, and as they're fighting, Guts and the other robots are incredibly strong. They've gotten stronger because they are getting upgrades from Black Ghost. So Mega Man is having trouble even with the abilities he's copied. He needs a new edge, and that's when he gets to copy the other cyborgs. He gets to copy the abilities of 06, 09, all the other cyborgs, and with that, he's now given an edge that he can, keep up with them. So obviously now Mega Man leading the charge with the other cyborgs and battling their way to save 03 and 05. Black Ghost is just infuriated with Wily, you blasted idiot! I told your robots should have helped. And he's like, I told you Mega Man was strong. And he's like, no matter, all they'll find is a corpse. And that's when Wily's like, you idiot, you think I wouldn't, have some kind of, some kind of, like, backup plan in case, I knew you were going to kill me at some point, so that's why I installed an explosive device in your base. And he's like, excuse me? So the base blows up, Black Ghost and Wily both have escaped, but 03 and 05 are safe. So by the end of it, Mega Man is just like, man, it was so cool meeting others like me, and it gives me hope for, a future for me beyond what I have, what I have so far. All I thought I was just, like, made for war. I realize now that I can be so much more than that. So, yeah. So there you go, guys. That is pretty much Mega Man Cyborg 009. I'd like to thank my good friend Chris for sending me this Patreon request. You guys tell me in the comments below what you guys think of it. Other than that, hope you all enjoyed this. I'm Mr. Multiverse. I'll see you next time, the Multiverse.